Scorpio, they told me to keep these cards out because, oof, honey, what are you doing? I love it. I love it. You have the abundant universe will provide. Life is speeding up. Claim your independence. Watch your words. Use your mind wisely. And you see clearly now. Something that was unclear to you in the past is being made clear now or has been made clear recently. That clarity that you received is the reason you're going to be able to move forward. The universe wants to point out that they have already been blessing you multiple times in ways that you haven't been blessed in the past, but you're kind of missing the wow factor in it because you're still waiting on a specific blessing. They want you to use law of attraction 101 and goose up the other blessings that you're receiving so that other ones come in just like it. So you get a scratch off, you win $5. Goose up the fact that you won money. Goose up the fact that, hey, I didn't have this a minute ago, but I have it now. And when you get happy about something like that, small, 16 seconds, you add another 16 seconds, you get you get to that 168-second mark, or not 168, 68-second mark. Sorry. I was thinking of some other calculation in my mind for something else. The 68-second mark, you've already created a thought pattern, like momentum, moving in the right direction. So when you do that, first it's $5, then it could be $50, then it could be 5,000 or 500, and then you see it just incrementally gets better. So no matter how small the blessing is, they want you to get excited and show the universe that you're pleased that the universe is hearing what you're saying. No matter if it's not like the big winning lottery ticket, it may be a couple $100. It may be $1 million. It may be $500. It may be $30. Regardless, it's more money than you had before and you won. And I get excited about it. I get excited about it because I like just being able to get the winning lottery ticket. I just like the game of it. It's not so much, well, yes, I love the money, but I love the game of it. Like, ooh, they're leading me to one. Ooh, I bet it's this one. And using my like intuition to pick the ones out, or playing a game where I have to use my intuition or a sign, and it's like a number that has to pop into my mind, and they give me the number, and boom, I win $500. I love that. So I like the game of it. So maybe if that's something that would help you, get into the game, like the game of it, of practicing your spiritual abilities. They want you to do that, and that is a way to use your mind wisely. The reason they're saying use your mind wisely is because of these manifestations that came in for you. They want you to feel proud of the fact. They're saying in the past you struggled quite a bit financially, not knowing where the next paycheck was going to come from, or how you were going to fix something, or how you were going to afford food for dinner. Like, you aren't doing that anymore. You have been consistently steady with money, even though whoever this is, you've been 333. You've been consistently steady with money this entire year, and they're saying even possibly at sometime at the end of last year, but definitely this year, your money resources have picked up exponentially compared to where you've been for some time. And if you can find a way to sit and appreciate that, maybe just sit down and list all the things that you can think of that have happened recently. Like, oh yeah, that did happen. Oh wow, I didn't miss that. It's like, sit down and identify, hey, the universe is responding to me. The universe is listening to me. I love this. Oh, thank you for bringing that to me. And when you're writing all of these down, when you write something down, it takes longer than if you speak it or if you think it. So if you're writing it down and it takes longer, that means you're creating more momentum and focus on that specific topic. So I love to do writings. So please take that as it resonates. That's just what they gave me. Watch your words. I'm getting two energies from this, so give me a second. Be careful what information you're giving to certain people. They kind of want you to live right now as if, not as if you can't trust anybody, but yeah, actually they do. They want, you shouldn't have to, but it's almost like whatever information you have, whatever's going on in your life, there's no one around you right now that you are able to fully trust that is going to be in your corner and help you move forward after you get through some type of circumstance. They want you to keep all of your ideas to yourself right now. So if you are on a social media platform and you're talking about things you want to bring to the channel or add to the channel, there's other people hearing that and then they're bringing it to their channel and like stealing your content that way. Like they're something they're okay, you could be a tarot reader or something, because they're saying they're watching you to get information, and then they're taking the information they get from you and they're trying to apply it elsewhere as if they are the ones that came up with the information. They're taking content from you. This is someone who watches you consistently, religiously, and I heard stares into your eyes a lot, and they get mad when you don't show yourself because they like to see your transformation, and they would never want to admit that when you were out. They would never want to admit that if you were out and they saw you. They would never admit that you look good or that, or whatever. But when they see you here, they do recognize that. They're in a bit of a panic mode right now, whoever this person is, it's like, don't trust anyone you're around right now. And it's like, not in a way where you have a chip on your shoulder or you're being mean. It's just, keep your business to yourself. It's nobody else's business right now. I heard you're okay to share stories, because that stories are past tense. This is stuff that's already happened. There's evidence and proof of whatever happened to you. But when you are out there talking about, um, I do feel like I'm speaking to a tarot reader. When you're out there talking, they're taking your information. It's not cool. And they're portraying it as if they're the ones doing it. It's interesting because there's somebody who watches you religiously that's not that person, and also watches them religiously, and they're doing it for the purpose of seeing who's being honest and who's not, and they've already picked up on who's being honest and who's not. You are the one, okay, well, whoever you are the one who's being honest if you're resonating with this energy and you know that something like this is going on. You have created a lot of momentum towards your dreams, and that's why your money has become steady this year. And the more action you take towards that dream, it's like the faster and the more robust those manifestations get. Thank you for the notification. The more robust the manifestations get. So, and you know what? They just said take that $10 and extrapolate it to 100 million. Like that's where you're going. You're going from $100 to 100 million. That's the kind of energy you've got right now. You have quantum leap energy because of what you've done. You don't need, you know what? When you are walking authentically in your power and you are doing everything the divine requires of you or asks of you, not require, but I say require because if they say something to me, it's a requirement. I don't look at it as a suggestion. I look at it as a requirement because I know they're not going to tell me anything that's going to hold me back. They're only going to tell me something that's going to help me move forward. So I listen to everything. I do. And I get, so please take that and use that for yourself. They're asking you to adopt that type of, new behavior and trust in yourself. You have been made known of some things that have went on or went down, Scorpio. And there is some fear, anger, resentment, and jealousy that is wanting to come up out of your body because of this information. If you are feeling any, well, see, you kind of have to have examples of having a peaceful solar plexus to understand that you've been living with anxiety. So if you were somebody who's used to having anxiety in your solar plexus and you kind of live with that little ball there, it's like you're not going to recognize where what you need to change because that ball is constantly there. Whoever I'm talking to, you don't live with that type of energy. Maybe you once did, but you do have like a peaceful energy. You're claiming your independence. You have clarity. It's like you're using your mind for your benefit and not your detriment. You're manifesting at a rapid rate. The universe is proud of you. There's so much positive happening for you right now that the universe is just wanting you to relax and breathe into this, because anything that's happening outside of you does not matter. You are safe, you are protected, and there is no harm that is going to befall your beautiful, precious little head, is what I just heard. So if you are feeling any type of fear, angst, or jealousy, maybe possibly rage towards the information you received, or a situation you understand from a different perspective now because you have more information. It's like all of that was supposed to happen for reasons that are not used. Like you were supposed to be involved in helping somebody spur their spiritual awakening, but you were never meant to get caught in the mess of their spiritual awakening. You had your own messy spiritual awakening. You had your own messy stuff to deal with from the past. It's not your place to have to deal with somebody else's mess too. But in them watching you clean up your mess, they are realizing it's like they are trying to clean up their mess as well, but they're trying to do it by lying. They're trying to do it by they're trying to do it by watching you and imitating what you do. Man, Source, they just letting it all out tonight. What? Okay, they said no. Okay, so we're gonna start here. 1202. That number had followed me around my entire life. I have text messages with an ex where he used to, he like I would always, it would be 1202. I'd send it to him and he had a number 1212 that he would see all the time. But I saw this number as a little girl, and for years I always said, and you know what? That's my parents' wedding anniversary. Theirs is 1220 and then 1202. Why is that important? Because I remember distinctly saying something really good or really bad is going to happen on that day or time or year or something. And in 2021, which is 1202 reversed, I almost died at the hands of someone who was wielding psychological warfare against me with gang stalking, trying to get me to off myself to make their life a little more convenient. Isn't that nice? Mm-hmm. Anyway, just so you know, your number patterns in your life, things that have followed you since childhood, there is significance to that. And they're wanting you to kind of try to go back through your childhood and remember some of the things you used to like to do, things you, and these are going to be personal things, guys. And I don't know why it's important for you, but they're saying it is important for you. There were things that experiences you had as a kid that kind of stood out. They were small and insignificant to everybody else, but they were powerful to you. Those were premonitions of what you are about to live now. Whatever it was. I just kind of got somebody waking up from a dream feeling like a princess, and it was so strong and so real that when you woke up, you thought it was real. And it's like you tried to close your eyes back to go back to sleep and get that feeling back again, and it wasn't there. And you're like, ugh. And you've waited for that dream all these years, and maybe you don't even remember the dream anymore, but you remember how it made you feel. There's something about those were premonitions about what you are about to go through now. You are prophetic. Those were prophetic visions. You were seeing things and you didn't understand what you were seeing. You had these gifts inside of you as a child. You didn't understand them. And they're saying that you were somebody who was highly misunderstood by people just by you living. Because you carried this dominant vibration your entire life that people just kind of, they just knew there was something. Like, what is it with Scorpio? What is it with the Scorpio? Like, there's nothing special about them. I can't see anything. What is it? What is it about them that I can't let go of? And there's they're saying it's like you've had to struggle through your relationships because of this, and you were just trying to live your life, and it's like, man, I'm just trying to be me, and nobody is allowing me to be me. They want me to change, and it's like something about that. It's like your entire life felt like that for some reason, and it's because you're gifted, and it's because nobody knew this. You didn't even know this as a child. You've always been gifted. You've always had these abilities, and you've always been using them and not realizing it. You're a powerful creator. You're fine-tuning your skills right now, and you're learning about information that can be scary and painful, but it's not there to, you're not learning it to be, they're not teaching it to you or giving it to you to scare you. They're giving it to you to free you. Because once you know what's really going on, the truth will set you free. It might piss you off first, but it will set you free. With whatever this is. For all of the times that you felt misunderstood and felt like your voice had to be shut down and quieted for the sake of keeping the peace with others, for the sake of your safety, your sanity, no more. You do not have to live like that anymore. For all of the people, for every rejection, every nasty word that was spoken to you, you are going to receive tenfold the opposite of that. You are going to receive tenfold the blessings, tenfold the love, tenfold the compliments, tenfold the attention. That is what you're stepping into. And because there was a Carl Jung quote I heard the other day, and he said, you know what? Let me find it. Give me a second. Okay, Scorpio, I found it. This Carl Jung quote: "The greatest potential for growth and self-realization exists in the second half of life." So the first half of your life, you were drawing in all the experiences you needed to cook up the perfect recipe in your energy that is setting you up for success in this leg of your journey. So everything you went through precursor to this was all specifically designed, and if you knew how specific, like even every thank you, hi, hello, and open door, shut door was specifically designed to go through this process with you. Everything has a purpose. Every face you've seen has had a purpose. Every billboard you've seen has had a purpose. Do you need to sit and figure what all those are out? No, you don't need to sit and figure those out, because if you miss one, Source is just going to bring you another sign just like it until you do pick up on it. But they've been doing this with you your entire life. Your energy is sacred. People are afraid of your power. They're afraid of, if you could bring yourself this far out of the gutter, what else are you capable of? And how far are you willing to go? And how is it going to affect other people? How is it going to affect them? Isn't that interesting? Keep going and keep growing, Scorpio, because you have a celebration. They want you to celebrate your victories. Yeah, it is going to bring you luck in the future. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Peace and love.